Hey there, folks. Kevin Tracy of ktracy.com here. One of the first drawings I actually remember drawing and getting praised for was a poster I made of the Chicago Bulls. Now, I think I was 7 or 8 years old around that time frame. And I remember this because my dad, he's an engineer, and he would bring home these drawings to review. And sometimes the drawings were crap or they were fine and he didn't have any markups on them. And so I got to draw on the back side of the blueprints. Now, these pages were huge, like 30 by 42 or bigger even sometimes. And so I had the opportunity to make my own posters as a kid, which I thought was really neat. And the one I remember the most is this Chicago Bulls poster. The Bulls were playing the Milwaukee Bucks, and I drew all my favorite players on the court, and I drew the people in the background, in the stadium and stuff. And yeah, I'm sure, I haven't seen it in years. I'm sure it's absolutely awful. But my dad still talks about this poster to this day. And the thing he was most impressed by was how I drew all the people in the stadium behind the players, I think this is probably where my love for the detail in art came from. I draw mostly in MS Paint. I draw with markers and pencils and stuff for fun. But anyways, I'm mostly an MS Paint artist, and I love doing really high resolution stuff. And yes, I'm still working on the Hobbit video for the piece I finished like 4 years ago. This is very unscripted, by the way, if you haven't noticed. But yeah, so anyways, my dad is a huge Notre Dame fan. He grew up in a working Irish Catholic family in the suburbs of Boston. So like, if that's not reason enough to be a Notre Dame fan, he actually went to Notre Dame and graduated in '77. And he used to go to games all the time when he was in college and after college. But after my sister and I were born, my dad, he's a responsible guy, and he stopped going. And didn't go again for a very long time. It wasn't until I was born in '84. He stopped around that time. And we didn't start going again until like 2008 when I came home to go to college. And since then, we've been to games every year except for that COVID year. My dad and I have had a great time doing it. It's been really special for the both of us. So anyways, changing topics here to what I'm doing in this video. After my grandma Dolly died like 15 years ago, I drew a picture of my mom, my grandma, and my sister as a Christmas gift for my mom. And she cherishes this drawing today. It's really an important piece for her, and I've learned a lot about art since then. I would do it very differently today, and I think it would be a lot better. But I didn't have anything like that for my dad, and that's bothered me for a few years now. And I wanted to draw a portrait of the two of us. And so for Christmas this year, I was thinking, maybe this is the year I should do a portrait of me and my dad, similar to the one I have of my mom, grandma, and sister. As I was planning this, I considered like how my dad has supported my artwork through the years, and he's been a huge supporter of my art in a lot of different ways. But the one thing that I just keep coming back to when I was thinking about how I'm going to do this portrait is my dad's praise of that Bulls poster was like the first praise I remember getting of any of my art. It's probably why I continued to persist in doing art even after I went in the Air Force and everything. It's just been a very important thing to me. And so I had the idea, my dad loved all the people I drew in the stadium in that Bulls game. So, you know what? Like, maybe it'd be cool to draw us at a Notre Dame game and, draw a stadium full of people, maybe have people rushing the field at the end of the game or something. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to set the music to play, and we'll pick up again at the end of the video. Enjoy. Hey, as we're listening to that music, I realized we're at like 778 subs on YouTube. Come on, guys, get with the program here. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon, hit the like thing, do jumping jacks, leave a comment telling me how stupid this thing is. I don't care. Do whatever you have to do to get me to 1,000 subs. I need you. And with that, we're done. I got a nice gold frame for it on Amazon. I got a navy blue mat cut for it at Michael's because I have no idea where my mat cutting stuff is. And I gave it to him on Christmas Eve, and he cried. He didn't cry, he didn't like weep, but like he teared up at Christmas Eve. He was really, really happy to have it. It meant so much to him to get it, and I am just so proud that I was able to do this for my dad. It's now hanging up in his Notre Dame room in the basement, and it just looks fantastic. It really does, and glory to God for that. Also, look what I found.
This is my mom, and she used to play for the Chicago Bulls. Psych! And this is my underhand shot. Swish. My name is Kevin Tracy, as you already knew, and this is a picture of the Bull Stadium, and all the way over here is MC Hammer. Over here is MC Hammer. And I like to draw too. Art is one of my favorite subjects in school. And gym is my second favorite. And over there, that's my sister, but not really. That's my sister over there. Erin, get over here. What? This is my sister, really. Hey, this is my sister, really. This is my Chicago Bulls picture that was in the Bulls Stadium when Michael Jordan scored a three and they Kareem butt.